Have you ever felt the need to prove yourself to others, only to realize it wasn't worth it in the end? Imagine if you could let your actions speak so loudly that you wouldn't have to say a single word. How different would your life be? Today we're uncovering the power of quiet success with a story that will challenge how you think about achievement and validation. Stay till the end because what you'll learn could transform not only your perspective but your entire approach to success. In a faraway kingdom, there lived a minister renowned for his wisdom. His advice was so valuable that the king wouldn't make a single important decision without consulting him. However, not everyone admired the minister. Many in the court were jealous of his influence. But there was one thing that troubled the minister: his son's reputation. While the minister was seen as a genius, his son was thought to be a fool. Every morning the king would test the boy. He'd present him with a gold coin and a silver coin, asking him to choose the more valuable one. To everyone's surprise, the boy always picked the silver coin. The court erupted in laughter each time, and the king would mock the minister, saying, "How can a wise man like you have such a foolish son?" One evening, the minister couldn't take the humiliation any longer. He confronted his son and asked, "Why do you always pick the silver coin? Don't you know that gold is more valuable?" The boy, unfazed, smiled and said, "Father, let me show you something." He led his father to his room and opened a small wooden box. Inside, there was a collection of silver coins, far more than the minister had ever expected. The boy explained, "Every day, when I pick the silver coin, the king laughs and the game continues. But if I ever choose the gold coin, the game will stop. By choosing the silver coin, I've been able to collect more than enough to buy several gold coins." The minister was stunned. What he initially perceived as foolishness was actually extraordinary wisdom. His son had turned a seemingly silly situation into an opportunity for long-term gain. The lesson of story. From that day forward, the minister smiled whenever someone mocked his son. He understood that true wisdom isn't always obvious to the crowd. Now think about this. How many times have you tried to prove yourself to others, only to realize later that it wasn't necessary? Have you ever felt underestimated by someone, only to surprise them with what you were truly capable of? Share your experience in the comments. It could inspire someone else today. Quiet success versus loud validation. This story reveals a powerful truth. Success doesn't need to be loud to be impactful. In today's world, people often feel pressured to flaunt their achievements. But true success is silent and steady. Take a moment to think about some of the greatest achievers in history. Did they spend their time seeking applause? Or did they quietly work, letting all learn from them? So grab a seat and let's dive into how patience, long-term thinking, and confidence in yourself can shape your love life, career, and overall success. Patience pays off. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. Imagine this: you're standing at a crossroads, and you have two options. One is the quick, easy path, and the other requires patience. The boy in our story faced a similar choice every day. He was given the option of choosing a gold coin once, or a silver coin every day for the rest of his life. Now think about this for a moment. If you were in his shoes, what would you choose? The boy chose the silver coin. Day after day, he picked the smaller reward, trusting that it would build into something far greater over time. He wasn't in it for instant recognition or the quick thrill that the gold coin might have given him. He understood that real success doesn't come quickly. It's built slowly and steadily. Now let's relate this to your own life. Think back to a time when you were in a relationship. At first, everything felt electric. Those early days filled with excitement and butterflies. But as time passed, you started to realize that love, like success, requires patience. True love isn't rushed. It's nurtured. Every little moment, every shared laugh, every small gesture. These are the things that build a strong relationship. The boy's choice of silver coins was like committing to the long term, even when the rewards didn't come immediately. I want you to pause for a second and think about a moment in your love life where patience paid off. Maybe it was when you didn't rush into a relationship, or when you waited for the right person, and because of that, your connection grew deeper. How did that patience help shape your love story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience with patience in love. Takeaway: just like the boy choosing silver over gold, patience in love and life helps us build something solid that lasts. Don't rush. It's the slow and steady effort that pays off. 2. Think long-term. A choice made today shapes your tomorrow. Have you ever made a decision in the heat of the moment, only to regret it later? Maybe you chose something quick and easy, and later realized that it didn't lead you where you truly wanted to go. We've all been there. But here's the thing. Every choice you make today is shaping the future you'll live tomorrow. The boy knew this truth well. While many people would have been tempted by the instant gratification of the gold coin, he thought beyond the moment. By choosing the silver coin, he wasn't just making a choice for today, he was investing in his future. He understood that the real value came from building something sustainable, not from grabbing the first thing that came his way. In love, this lesson is vital. We often get caught up in the excitement of new feelings and instant gratification, but deep, lasting love comes from making thoughtful decisions. Think about a relationship where you took the time to truly invest in the other person, where you didn't just rush to get it right, but instead, you chose patience and long-term commitment. Maybe you decided to get to know each other more deeply before taking things further. Or maybe you chose to have difficult but necessary conversations to ensure a lasting bond. Have you ever made a decision in love that was about the long term, even if it wasn't the easiest or quickest choice? Share that story with me in the comments. Takeaway: whether it's love or life, the choices you make today determine your future. Like the boy, think long term and build something that will last. Stay unbothered by opinions. Trust yourself and let your actions speak. Have you ever felt judged for the choices you've made, especially in your love life? Maybe people didn't understand why you were with a certain person or questioned your decisions. In those moments, it's easy to second-guess yourself. But here's the truth. The power to succeed lies in staying true to yourself, no matter what others think. The boy in the story didn't let the court laugh at him for choosing the silver coins. He was confident in his path, and his calm focus on his goal was what set him apart. He didn't feel the need to prove himself to anyone else. He knew that his choices would speak for themselves in the end. In love, how often do we find ourselves seeking validation from others? We want approval, we want to fit in, and we want others to understand our relationships. But real confidence comes when we trust ourselves. When you know what's right for you, you don't need anyone else's approval. Like the boy, trust that your actions and choices will speak louder than words. Think about a time when you stayed true to your love choices, even though others didn't understand. Maybe it was when you chose a partner who wasn't exactly what your friends expected, or when you made a decision that felt right for you, even though it wasn't popular. How empowering was it to trust your own instincts? I'd love to hear your story. Share it in the comments below and let's talk about the power of trusting yourself. Takeaway: just like the boy, never let the opinions of others sway your decisions. Trust yourself, stay focused on your own path, and let your actions speak for themselves. Picture this. You're working hard on a project, pouring in your heart and soul. Meanwhile, a colleague takes shortcuts and gets immediate recognition. It's frustrating, right? But over time, your work earns respect and credibility, while the shortcuts fail to stand the test of time. That's the power of quiet success. It doesn't need instant applause, because it's built to last. True success isn't about being loud. It's about being effective. The world may not always recognize your efforts immediately, but that's okay. What matters is that you stay focused on your goals. Now, if this story resonated with you, let me know by commenting one word that describes how you feel right now. And if you know someone who needs this reminder, share this video with them. They might thank you for it. Before we wrap up, think about this. Are you working to impress others, or are you working to fulfill your purpose? The answer could define the kind of success you achieve. With that said, thanks for watching. And until next time, remember, be patient, be grateful, and keep moving forward in life.